personally though, do you actually like audition?
In the early days, yes.
For real?
I looked forward to them.
For real?
Yes, I loved acting.
And then if it happens to be all those fake auditions, which we have to touch on,
Yeah.
because y'all have to hear some gist.
Hello, everyone. I'm Paul.
You're Paul.
Yes.
You don't look anywhere close to being as cute as the guy I started this thing with, man. Something happened to you this weekend?
A lot happened. But before we get into that...
Okay, yes, I'm Baaj,
that is
obviously.
very important.
If you don't know that by now, I'm wondering what you're doing here. Like, what were you just came here to see two pretty guys?
One pretty guy.
I'm assuming it's me.
Possibly. So, this weekend, what did I get into?
Oh, yeah. What did you do this weekend?
I watched movies, hung out with friends, people I like, the usual.
You usually don't like hang out with people you don't like?
I try not to.
Most people enjoy
I
hanging
really
out with people that they don't like. You see, they spend their entire weekend hanging out with people that they don't like.
I don't know anyone who does that unless the person happens to be a masochist.
So apart from watching movies and hanging out with friends, that's what you did this weekend?
That's pretty much what I did. It was really fun. It was really fun for me.
I should have been playing ball this weekend.
Okay.
But my ankle still hasn't healed, still having some weak injury. I'm trying to feel like Mason Mount up in this.
Oh, wow.
No shade. But yeah, that's what I would have done. But I think I did what you did.
Oh, okay.
Hung out with some friends, watch some movies, have a good time. I
haven't played football in a minute,
How long are we talking?
Give or take maybe 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Football with this guy will be sweet.
At least.
If you play ball, you know that the best people to play with are those who have not played in a while. They're easy to dribble. They can't collect the ball from you. They just can't. Small shoulder budge, they don't reach floor.
You would be very surprised, my guy.
Your ball, they fly anyhow.
There's a difference between abinibi and ability. Some people just have it in spades. I'm not even saying I'm one of those people,
I always like this kind of pee. You're confident in yourself. Your mouth is flying anyhow. And then we reach the field. And I want to even have it on video.
Yeah.
That way, when you do the mess up, I can just cut it with this thing that you just said. I just put it side by side.
I think the only thing that can happen is after probably I go on a crazy solo run and put it in the top corner, I gas out. And I begin to tell everybody, mark that guy. Mark that guy.
Honestly, you play ball for over 2 years.
Yeah.
I just enter field. You do solo run. What in the delusion are you living in?
Well,
in more realistic news, what do you actually want to talk about today, other than your delusion?
Let's see. We could talk about behind the scenes shenanigans on film sets.
Let's stick with the delusion. Jeez, because that one.
We could also talk about casting, auditions.
Jeez.
I'm sure you have a lot of horror stories.
I hate auditions. You personally though, do you actually like auditions?
In the early days, yes.
For real?
I looked forward to them.
For real?
Yes. I loved acting.
Yeah, I love acting, but
I loved the entire process. I was young. I was optimistic, hopeful. It was like a rite of passage for me.
How am I sitting on the same chair with people like this? That means your auditions, you audition well then. At least considerably well.
It was pretty okay.
No wonder.
I mean, there is a reason I got 1 or 2 roles. I'm sure I stank up the joint on a few occasions.
Let's assume it was the dimples for me, man. Let's assume they like dimples because I audition terribly. Most of the time. Most of the time.
They do like the dimples.
They do like the dimples. They do be doing stuff.
I don't think you audition terribly most of the time.
I know. Yes, you've been in the room one time.
From experience,
yes.
he doesn't
I still feel like honestly, the only reason why I did not audition terribly for that one is because I was not 100% sure, but I was slightly sure that I wouldn't get it. That was why. I legit went in with probably not gonna give me, and instead of me sitting down at my house, I'm just going to faff about, not faff about obviously, but I'm just going to let's just see what happens. And I saw people's reaction like, are these people liking this thing? People are liking this thing.
They really were.
Yeah, so that one happened to go well. But most of the time, I tend to not do well. And I've tried all because obviously as a fellow actor now, once there's something you're not doing well, you go and do your research and then so you can do it well. And I've actually done that.
Yeah.
I've learned most of the techniques that are supposed to help you do it. Even the funny ones and the brilliant ones. Okay. Like the funny one is imagine everyone is in their underwear.
You do
to
that?
Help you. Yeah, then didn't change shing bang.
Okay.
Then there's the see them as, which is what they're there for, actually. They want you to do a great job just as much as you want to do a great job, because they would like to find the actors so they can get to the real part, which is making the film.
Okay.
So they're not actually there as judges or to critique you. Yeah. If you could come and kill it, they themselves would be very happy about it. So there's nothing to be afraid of.
That is true.
Yeah. So that's how you should approach it. Did not change a thing. I still went there staring at the lights. Yeah. So, and I've tried different things. So I think the best thing might be to just enter and assume you're not going to give me the role. That seems to be the only thing, because that's what I did with that one. Yeah. So maybe that will work. What was your own technique?
To be honest, it's not too far removed from what you just said.
Yeah, you assume they're in the underwear.
I prep.
Oh, okay.
I believe you have to go in there ready. You plan, you rehearse. If there's a side, I go over it multiple times. I'm looking at the side. I'm asking myself, how can I do it differently? How can I do it better? How can I do it in an interesting and peculiar fashion? So I'm doing all of that, and I'm trying to, I'm trying different ways, different styles. What can I change? Can I improv?
I add a little bit of this.
There's this one time,
I
turned up really late for an audition. Why? I was auditioning somewhere else. I had to wait for that audition.
That just so big. Yeah, and that's a regular thing.
I traveled across town to somewhere in Yaba. This was like maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago.
I'm guessing they wrote your name down for you.
Yes, someone did. Yeah. And the person who did had given up on me getting there. Yeah. So I got there and they were wrapping up. And they're like, oh, they're not taking any new people. Like, my name is on the list. They're like, no, if you didn't come, they wrote it a long time ago. I'm like, okay, I'll just probably just sit here and wait for one or two people to finish and we can all leave together. Oh, okay. You know, and I'm still, just trying. Okay, you know what? I'm here. I'm here. If for some reason you can take one more. Yeah, true. And I'll wait around and see if that happens. And she's tired, irritable. But she goes in there and tells them, oh, there's one more person out here. And I'm sure in there, they're done. Yeah. They're really done. Yeah. They're packing up their cameras and their equipment and everybody's done. But they let me come in. Just because.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I would say I was lucky. I landed the role. Oh, cool. I landed one of the roles in the show. It was quite an experience. But ordinarily, you attend, or I have attended thousands of auditions, and
that's true. I've seen quite a couple of you in them.
No dice.
No dice. But the same thing happened with me. But I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't see anything. Yes, I have a very strong. Let's say I have a strong feeling. Yeah. Let me do accuse. But they didn't turn the camera on. She wasn't recording. Okay. Yeah, it was that we have parked. Hey, you want to show? Yeah. Do.
Feel all right, just
yeah. Finish, Abby. Yeah. We'll get back to you. That camera wasn't on.
And you knew.
I knew.
You knew. The way
I even knew the project that was being auditioned for. I won't say it because it's big.
You know, you just said to her, "You're a terrible actor." Because she kind of was.
But maybe if I tell you what I was auditioning for on the show, you're like,
you're not going to say that.
Because the company, or let's say the production house that did that show, on their next show, they cast me in it. So I'm imagining,
So it's pretty good that you
it was good, I imagine if I guys showed my real color, like, what do you mean? Yeah, they're like, So the next one, I happened to be called to audition and I got it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. What's it called? Oh no!
Why are you if I say what it's called, then don't you? And it's a big show. You all know the show. I know the show. You know how to. So no guesses. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, but the one you were saying when you said you're auditioning somewhere, and then you had to go across town. Yes. Obviously, every actor knows that P, because there's sometimes there are multiple auditions on that day, which like I mentioned before, having a good support system. Yes. At the time, I used to go to auditions with a couple of friends, and the way we used to do it is one person would go for that one. Yes. I will go for the other one. Yes. Then you write my name there. I write your name there. Then we switch. Yes. Then we also do this thing where, to keep ourselves safe. Yeah. I will tell you what kind of audition this is. Yes. Yeah. I'll give you Expo. Yeah. And then if it happens to be all those fake auditions, which we have to touch on. Yeah. Because you all have to hear some gist. That's true. If it's all those fake auditions, I'm like, but I don't bother coming to First Stack. This place is rubbish. Yeah. I use First Stack on purpose.
I had some good auditions at First Stack.
I didn't have
I'm not saying I got picked, but there were some that were pretty decently organized.
There's no single, First Stack became one of those spots that I just stopped going.
First Stack?
Yeah. Every time it was a bad experience.
Okay.
Not Festac itself. Yes. I like Festac. Yes. It's cool. I kind of like Festac personally, for real. But the audition there, it was a terrible experience every single time. There was actually one time I was asked, it was a callback.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like they had picked some of us. So I have to use this because I don't think they picked us because we were good. They picked us because we probably look like moguls.
Okay.
All of us came. It wasn't even a room. It was under a tree.
Yeah.
Which I should have known there was something off.
I get you.
It was under a tree and we're on a bench. Not chairs.
That's where they did the audition.
Bench. Yeah, and this was already callback.
Okay.
There was a bench, and then he kind of hung a paper poster on the tree. Yeah, and he told us that if we work hard, this could be us. Now, this is not a poster of like one of the films in cinema and things. A film that you've never seen, you're probably never going to see. You don't even know where that film exists. You shall see some familiar faces on there. So we can be this.
Yeah.
And then he tells us that if we're really serious about acting, we should be open to contributing to the production.
Basically investing in the project.
And he's not going to ask us for money, just to show you that he's an upstanding dude.
Yeah.
We just need to come with things that we can afford to bring because we're upcoming here because we don't have money.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
costumes,
props. I can see you're still a very, very decent individual. You're thinking logically. Your brain is working like it's supposed to.
What did he ask?
He didn't ask for costume. He didn't ask for what prop. It's prop you say, Abi.
That's what I said.
He didn't ask for prop. He didn't ask for prop.
What did he ask?
He asked for oil. Ground oil. Yam. Bag of rice. It looks like I'm making this thing up. I'm telling you.
Are you?
I swear. And I stood there like,
So yam, granite oil, or palm oil?
Foodstuffs.
I
swear. Bruh. And I was standing there like, I should have just gone for the one in Sule.
Yeah.
Because it was my good first act, you go Sule. Because actually, like it would be easier to get home.
Yeah.
If I just do first act and I do Sule, I can easily head home as opposed to the other way around. Yeah, I should have just gone for the one in Leary.
Wow.
Because,
So you told everybody at Leary to abort?
Everybody, what's I announcing? I was told my guy, there's no point coming back here.
There's no point coming here.
There's no point coming here.
Unless you have palm oil or yam.
If you're coming with some oil. Not the one that Didi used, I mean the one they used to cook. Please. Okay, there was no Didi that time. But yeah. That was that. Yeah. So when you take that multiple audition thing, that's the first way that popped in my head.
Oh.
Okay, that's the second one. The first one is more diabolical. But let me hear your own. Let me do
diabolical auditions. There was this. There've been a few, like a few.
Like really, you know when something comes out, there's so many things popping in your head. Like no.
There was this one at Surulere. We were like 10,000 people.
I want to guess
in a very small compound somewhere near Masha Kilo. No, not Calabar Hall.
Oh, but you know Calabar Hall.
I know Calabar Hall.
Yeah.
Masha Kilo. That axis. An old building. We were like 10,000. We were like sardines in the compound. And it was one of those really sunny days. All of us were getting baked outside. They didn't know what to do with us. They started throwing sheets of the sides from the balcony. See us just reaching into the air.
Oh God, I've seen that before.
Clutching, tearing it into two. It's mine.
I've seen that before.
You know, and I'm like, what am I doing here? I tried not to.
But you fought for it.
I fought for his side. I reached up. I came down.
I don't say I have more integrity, but I'll say I have more pride.
I put my butt and my shoulder into it.
Jeez.
You know? So I walk into the room after like 3 hours of standing in the sun. It was me and a friend of ours, two friends of ours. Actually.
I don't think they'll mind. It's an audition story. They won't mind.
So,
name drop, Joe.
No,
I think it's okay.
So at that point, I would like to say I was over it, but I really wasn't because I needed the money. You know what I mean? So I'm standing in there, and I'm thinking, oh. It's two strangers talking to this commercial.
Lady of the Night,
yes. And the strangers. So in my head, there's a way we should play it. Subtle, nuanced, pleading. Because you're trying to get her to do something that is completely even out of character for her character.
You thought all this from the side that you said that
just
he gave
the side.
This is a very lovely guy. Because he gave me those sets of sides. I first started laughing.
And I'm thinking that the other gentleman in the room with me understands this. And I'm trying to, see, I think this is how we should, and he's nodding and going, yeah. And she's going, yeah, she understands, and that's how we should play it. Because she's in charge. She's the one who has to say yes or
she's
no.
The one driving
so
the
we're pleading yes. And we walk into the room, they ask us our names, we give them our names, and they say start. And right off the bat, homeboy goes left. He just hijacks the scene.
Yeah, I know this kind of people.
And I'm standing there trying to bring it back into what I think.
G.
And she's looking at him, looking at me, and just like trying to make it work.
She's probably going to have to do hers as well.
And I'm thinking in my mind, you're tanking it for all of us.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's thinking about only himself now.
Yes. So. But I'm not thinking like that in that moment. I'm there and I'm like, we're done. And I'm like, okay, that's not great by any of us. And I'm thinking that the people auditioning us will go, okay, maybe you guys should do it again and give us notes.
I'm guessing they loved it.
They started clapping.
Yeah.
And me and the girl, we look at each other like, you know, and like, what's going on here? Like, how could they have loved that? And I look at him and he's also probably been a bit surprised. Like, and they're like, what's your name? And I go to say, oh, my name is, and they're like, no, not you, him.
Yo. What would you even talk? I would never talk first in that. Like, even if you're pointing at me, I'll still go like,
I thought.
I'll still go like, because that embarrassment cannot touch me. I'm like, isn't me? Because you're pointing at my eye, but I need to be sure.
And they start asking him personal questions. And I think they think he's the next Denzel.
That was his plan.
And I'm happy for him, but I'm like, based off what?
Based off the Oscar-winning audition he just gave, unlike yours, bro.
You know, so I really check myself and go, you know, at the end of the day, I'm on this side of the table. They are on that side. Yeah, so true. Their opinions matter more right now.
Jeez, I can't do so like that. I don't know if it's the same guy.
So we left the venue and I find myself walking all the way back from Masha, I think, to the bus stop. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? You know, but yeah, so that was one of those stories where you go in, you do your thing, and it just doesn't, you know, go the way you hope.
Okay,
but I'm sure a lot of people have those stories.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. What I wanted to ask you now is, well, it's something I already have for myself.
Yes.
So I want to know what your own techniques are for that kind of stuff. How do you tell when, right from the onset, maybe from when you get the audition notice, whether online or on your phone, or when you get to the audition, how do you tell when it's for real or when it's rubbish or when it's fake or when you know this is a waste of your time? How do you tell?
So when you say for real, could you clarify?
Okay. There are some auditions that when you get there, you can tell these people have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Now, the way me I used to tell, unfortunately, it's not something everybody used to agree with.
Yeah.
But it used to work.
Okay.
For instance, now, some auditions that happen in some specific places. Like I said, the Festac one.
Festac town.
Sulere entered for a bit, I won't lie. Okay. Sulere was there for a bit. They're like, okay, just some particular parts of Sulere, not the entire Sulere. Some parts that, okay, maybe Ogulan or Drive, but then Ogusaya might still be good.
Yeah.
But once it starts going towards Lawansin, towards Aguda. So sometimes the location matters.
Yeah.
This one is not, a lot of people they agree with me, but because I told you I used to go to auditions with friends, right? We checked it like 3 times in a row. I happen to be right, which I don't. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
For any audition that you go to, where they want to pray before they start,
that is probably not the venue you want to be at.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But once they do praise and worship and prayer before they are started, just know you've wasted your transport money. Just know. And hope you prayed well, because that's the only blessing you're getting. That. So those are, and of course, the ones that you come with, they waste too much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just know that. Like
those
maybe
ones.
Maybe the person doing the audition doesn't come for another couple of hours. Then that person didn't send you. They're not really here to find an actor.
Yeah.
So that's how I used to tell.
For me, geography wasn't really the thing.
Oh.
I have been to Festac and had some decent
Apparently, you look
auditions.
like a Festac actor.
Surulere, there are no gray areas for me.
You're just lucky then.
No, I'm not saying there were no bad auditions in these places, but there were some decent auditions.
So you never went to a bad one at Calabar Hall?
I did. Now, this is the thing here for me. Organization.
Oh, yeah.
If I get there at 7 a.m., which we were prone to do, I'm not expecting people to be ready. Yes, bro. I was in the streets. I was hustling.
Not to shade you though, but 7 is late for me, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay, I thought I was being...
I'm them 4 a.m., 5 a.m. guys. Shout out to Sambasa, Gregorio Jefwa. You all know.
Yes.
I used to think I'm early, but I meet you people first, number one name. Brutus, you guys, respect. But yeah, I was, so 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And here I was thinking I was grinding.
Bruh.
Wow. So I'll get there early, but I'm not expecting anyone to have seats set up or anything, but you're there. But you, at least at that point in time, know exactly where it's happening. So there's a table probably, and you're writing your names. Yeah. And then by like 7:30 to 8,
you're seeing things.
There's some organization. The chairs being put out. Now, it doesn't have to be one chair for one person, but it would be nice if they had at least 50 chairs for 70 people. You know?
Yeah.
If it was during certain points in the year where maybe it was really sunny.
Yeah, turn the canopy. Yeah.
Maybe at least one canopy.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least one canopy. That point in time, we're knowing, okay, these people care. It's probably something that, even if you don't get the role, it's probably not a waste of your entire time.
True.
You could learn something here.
And once in a while, those auditions that will give like small chops. It's a once in a while thing.
Yes.
But I've got to say, from me, inside my chest, my heart, and my soul, we appreciate you. And God bless every single one of you that did that.
Yes.
Because
sometimes I would come to those places, nothing in my tummy.
Bruh.
No hope of having anything to put in my tummy afterwards.
Passion and love for the arts. That's all we are going with. That's all the energy we have. And then you just stone us one small bottle of water, a few meat pie, one donut.
You're blessed.
Bruh.
All of you.
I know. Bless you guys for that one. She's terrible that is where the bar is.
Yes.
But
that was what it was.
It is what it is.
Then one other thing, at some point, maybe not initially, but at some point I began to think they could do better. If the audition organizers were on a certain level, can we have the audition itself, the audition area itself, segregated?
From?
Closed off.
Yeah, I like that.
From everyone else.
Yeah. I hated those auditions where you have to audition in front of everybody else.
Nobody ever liked them.
It's such a terrible experience.
Again, it's not a stage, unless it was a theater audition.
Unless stage audition,
then okay, there's that. But if it's for film and television,
there's no reason to do that.
There's no reason to have one person demonstrating or acting out in front of everyone else.
I hated that so much.
Everybody hated it. We just all had to do it. That's why no one said anything.
Beggars can be choosers.
Yes, at the end of the day. So there's that. So I never really liked those type of auditions. Yes.
True. So that means you didn't really have any technique for actually telling if it's going to be crap.
I did, as I said. These were the warning signs.
You've already arrived now.
Yeah. In fact, there was this particular audition that someone we know attended. I couldn't attend because I was at another audition. He told me the story and he was close to tears.
I'm afraid it's the same story that happened to me. But let me hear yours first.
He leaves where I'm auditioning and rushes over to this place. Now, I can't even make it because I'm still yet to audition here.
Yeah.
And by the time I finish, they'll probably be done over there.
Okay.
So I see him a few days later and I'm like, my dude, okay, it was Tope Tedela.
Okay.
Like, how did that audition go? And Tope was like, man, it went okay. And then he started laughing and he was close to tears with laughter. So apparently, when it was his turn to get auditioned, he walked into the room with like 6 or 7 other actors that we know. And then one of them was already not in a good mood, which can happen because we're human beings. If you've been
waiting for hours,
you've been rejected week in, week out, and that happens. You're putting your all. They're not telling you why. It's thank you, but no thank you. You have bills to pay. You don't know where your next transfer money is going to come from. It can begin to get to you. We're all people. And then he's in the room, that's Tope, and 6 other gentlemen. And one of these other gentlemen, ordinarily a lovely guy, full of joy and life. Today was not one of those days. He's standing there and he walks up to get auditioned in front of the other 6 people. And the judges were being dicks.
Yeah.
They were taking the piss, which happens on occasion. It's never really a good look, but it happens. People get power hungry and power drunk. And they're making silly, condescending jokes.
Yeah.
And this guy walks up. And he's not having, and ordinarily sometimes I need the role. So I'm laughing at your cheesy ass, corny ass, dead ass jokes. But today was not one of those days for this individual. So he walks up and he's not giving them anything. And if anything, he's pouring water on their jokes and hitting them with even better barbs. And they are beginning to feel,
attacked
a certain type of way. And they ask him, I'm sorry, is everything okay with you?
No.
And they shouldn't have asked that question because he launches into your rant as to how everything is not okay. And I'm not laughing. This isn't really funny. And the other actors are like, oh, wow.
We're allowed to do that?
We're allowed to do that.
Because I'm that guy. Like,
and then he ends it with how, and then he gets here and all of you are being dicks and it's really not cool. And they don't know how to respond. So they look at him and go, okay, okay, thank you. Maybe, you're done and it's fine. You can go. Because I think at that point, they're probably afraid they're going to get slapped or punched, or, and everything. And they're like, okay, it's fine. You can go. They're good. Did
they apologize? Enough. Of course not.
I don't think they did.
Of course not.
The gentleman collects himself, takes a few steps towards the door, turns back, walks back to the table, leans forward,
takes his picture,
and says, can I have my picture back?
Thank you very much.
At that point, all the other actors, Topper included, are trying their darndest not to laugh.
So, I would have laughed.
That happened.
I thought you were the actors started laughing because I'm both laughing. I don't know how to own laugh. Don't have to go and caught me.
You're laughing. Yeah. So do you have any advice for young people out there, actors,
for
filmmakers?
Casting?
Yes, for casting.
I think the techniques that I tried to use for myself that didn't work might work for you.
Yeah.
You could assume everyone is in their underwear.
Okay.
It might work for you.
Yeah.
But the easiest one, I think, is to know that everyone there wants you to succeed.
True.
I think that one helps because of the lights and the camera, and then there's always going to be someone using their phone, so it makes you feel like they don't care. But don't worry about that person. Everybody there would really love for you to kill your audition. Yeah. So I think if you can convince yourself of that and actually believe it, it will really help. You might not have really. It didn't work for me, but me, I'm weird. But I have a very strong feeling something that should work, and it just might work for you.
Yeah, I would say read your sides. Understand your sides, understand the character motivation in those scenes that you have been presented. If there are no sides, probably come in with one or two monologues. Have those handy. Very important. Have those handy.
Try not to go for the popular ones.
Try not to go for the more...
Can you remember that era when everyone used to use the feel good men?
It was a great monologue.
I was one of those guys.
Did you do it justice?
I would like to think so. I would like to think so. The worst was, when you're prepped, you're ready to go in, and let's assume you're sitting here, you're about to go in.
Yeah, so and you can hear the person in there,
and the person is giving your monologue,
nailing it.
So I was just like, oh wow,
I didn't know.
Wow. I'm screwed.
I didn't know that you could do it like that. Wow. Okay.
Wow. No, I'll put my own personality in there. It's the same monologue, but I'm a different actor. Yeah. After the first sentence, I was like, do you have something else?
Yeah.
Wow. Do I have something else?
Because they just heard this 7 times. And you're now in your head. Is it because mine is the worst iteration or iteration?
Something else?
Yes.
I didn't rehearse something else. I had something else, but that's not what I put all the energy into.
After the first few weeks of attending audition and seeing everybody was doing the God complex, A Few Good Men, I decided to switch it.
You wrote one for yourself? Or
No. I had like a billion auditions out there. Great stuff if you care to check. I learned 2 from the Green Hornet.
Yes. Oh, I think you actually done the audition for me before.
I learned 2 from the Green Hornet. Christoph Waltz's speech at the beginning and what's his name? James Franco's rebuttal at the beginning.
It was James Franco's that he actually acted. It was I don't know what project we were shooting.
And then I also learned one from the Adjustment Bureau.
Which one is the Adjustment Bureau?
Free Will, Terrence Stamp. Iconic. To me, it's legendary.
Adjustment Bureau, but I can't remember the monologue.
Matt Damon, Emily Blunt. So
what scene?
So it's the scene where
final arc, yeah?
Towards the final arc. It's what sets up the final arc, where he says, "Fate, destiny be damned," and he goes after her.
Yeah.
And they start having a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then the Fates or whoever those strange gentlemen decide to send in the hammer, Terrence Stamp, and he comes in and they trap him
at that parking lot.
That parking lot. He goes, that's a good one. Free will.
That's a good one.
We already tried Free Will.
It gives me more chilling. I've seen Adjustment Bureau twice.
It's a great film. It's a great love story.
And I'm not much of a romantic film kind of guy.
Seriously.
I don't tend to enjoy them very much, I noticed. But I really loved Adjustment Bureau.
One of these episodes, we're going to do an entire episode directed to great rom-coms or romantic dramas.
Would I be able to contribute much?
Yes, you probably would.
I tend not to like them.
Okay.
Maybe it's because of the predictable ending. Maybe I'm not much of the romantic type, which is weird because I do a lot of romantic movies as in acting wise. But when it comes to watching them, I tend not to enjoy watching them.
Oh. I
do not know why. I can't remember last time I saw a romantic comedy or a romantic film that I genuinely liked.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw one that you actually enjoyed?
Recently?
Yeah. What's the name?
It wasn't a film. It was a series.
Oh, okay.
It was titled Forever. Actually, I saw two I liked. One Day.
What's it now?
One Day. Series. Yeah. British. Beautiful. And then Forever. A Black American romantic series.
I'm give it a shot.
It's really good.
But I've noticed I just tend not to like them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Any other advice? What I would tell young people out there is be prepared, come with your monologues, then keep an open mind. Rejection is part of the process. That's the truth. You're going to get rejected over and over again. Whether you're just starting out or whether you are the biggest star in the world, on some level, you're always getting rejected.
Yes. Yo, for upcoming actors, established actors, whoever you are, as long as you're in the field, if I don't have to be an actor, should we go for interview?
Yes, that's true.
The worst, almost interesting, almost intriguing story about your interviews or auditions that you have, put it in the comment section. We want to read it. And the coolest one, or the one that we find most interesting, we'll read it out to everybody.
Yes.
But we are not going to call names though, because as you know, we are trying to not fight everybody till we are ready to fight and play. But yeah, just put your stories in the comment section. Let's see it, and I'm sure it's going to be dope. Yeah?
And if you have any helpful suggestions for young actors trying to read for roles, audition, please share with us. You know, we can't remember every single one.
And like, share, subscribe, and put the notification on.
That's true.
I always forget to tell you.
We need you all to do that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, so we're talking about casting, yeah?
Yes.
Let's talk about the real thing. I know you wanted to talk about casting, but the more we talked about casting, the more I wanted to talk about production itself.
Yes.
Like
behind the scenes. When you finally land the role and you're on set.
Things that happen there.
Yes.
Okay. Before we go to that, I'll ask you something. Did you ever lie on your, I guess you call it a CV?
Yes, resume.
Yeah. Did you ever lie on it?
I was too chicken shit. Can I say that?
I lied.
Yes, I was cowardly.
So you tell the truth all the time. Like they'll be like, so you need an actor that can flip this phone.
Yes.
You say yes, you can flip your phone.
That's interesting. Okay, I may have fibbed once or twice.
Because me, I was going by one. Okay, see, I used to do modeling too, all this commercial modeling. And people that used to do that kind of work, there's a rule we all used to live by. Whatever they ask you if you can do, say yes, you learn it by the time you're shooting. That's why I used to do it. So can you swim?
Yeah.
Okay, I could swim. But let's assume I couldn't swim. I've been swimming since I was 5. Then you learn how to swim before you shoot.
There was this
or drown.
And there's this advert and a pilot for a show where they asked me if I'd ever driven a Ferrari.
You say yes, no?
Well, the truth is...
You say yes, no?
It's probably an obvious lie.
But you say yes, no?
You had to show me how to start it and, that kind of thing.
Geez.
And then I was driving...
But you already have the job, yeah?
I already had the job.
Then they can't do anything.
No, they couldn't do it. They didn't do it. They were just like, you haven't... They asked it almost nonchalantly because, some members of production, that was their life,
Man.
But it wasn't my reality.
What was the advert for?
Huh?
Can I ask? What was the ad for?
No, the ad, I think it was for MTN at the time.
Okay.
This was like eons ago.
It's a Ferrari yellow.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay. That works. So if I digressed, obviously. So production, yeah?
Behind the scenes, on set, drama, yeah.
I'm sure you have quite a lot to say about it. But if you had to, especially your early years.
Yes.
What's happened on set that was so bad that they had to stop production? Because I've noticed that rarely happens with us. I know it's probably something that will happen not regularly, but easily in other countries. But in Nollywood, we know you're working with tight budget. You don't have time. You can't really come back. So for it to actually stop, that is not related to money.
Yeah.
It had to be something serious. So what happened on your ish that made that happen? Because I'm trying to remember it happening with mine, and other than money,
I
don't think there wasn't anything that happened that couldn't be solved.
Well, That's interesting. There's so many stories, but there's one that just sprang to me or came to me as you were talking. And it had to do with a screenplay I received, over a decade ago. Now, the first red flag was the, what's it called? The format.
Basically. It was a Microsoft Word.
It was Microsoft Word.
See, that's another...
It was written on a notepad.
That's another one. There's no time that has ever come.
I look at the screenplay.
It has not been a bad idea.
It was a bad idea.
There's no time.
I needed the money. So I look at the screenplay, and it's in Microsoft Word. It looks like it was written on a notepad. The script was disjointed, but everything was supposed to happen on a train. We agreed to go on set.
Okay.
And
wait. The person had enough money to shoot on a train.
Yeah.
But could not write the script on properly. Yeah.
You assume that the hunger was going through.
No, you have seen the person that is making the film.
No, that's what I'm saying. You assume that hunger allowed me to think that far.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I get on set.
Yeah.
And then we're all there hanging around, not knowing what's going to happen because we're not at the train station. I start asking the PM, so when are we going to the train station? He says, don't worry, just chill, everything. And next thing I know is we're being told to get on a bus, which I thought was taking us
to the train.
And then, oh no. You know all those scenes that happen on a train? We're shooting them on a bus, which was a bit impractical because we were supposed to go going from carriage to carriage on the train.
You were jumping bus.
It was a bit of a mess.
I'm just imagine how you can flip that. How do you shift that story from a train to a bus?
There was no. First of all, it was barely even a story, and then now we're sitting on a bus and everybody's just freestyling and ad-libbing and nobody knows what the hell they're doing. So suffice to say, 3-4 days into shoot, everything ground to a halt.
3-4 days wasted.
Yes, 3-4 days wasted. So that's one story.
Would you have wanted to finish that film, and would you have wanted that film to come out?
No, I wouldn't have wanted. I think at some point, every actor on that set was hoping that nobody would ever see this monstrosity. So, yes.
All of you left your house.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, were you camped or coming from home? Yeah, there.
No, we're camped actually.
So you're waking up every morning shooting a film that you're hoping never comes to light.
Will never come out.
I doubt if they're paying you guys well enough to waste your time that way.
At that point in time, I needed the money. So anything. Yes, that kind of thing. What about you? Any stories?
It was all the ones that I've been on that ended up packing up, always money related.
Yeah.
It was usually money related. Okay, there was one where the actor got injured.
Yeah.
But that one is understandable. If your actor is injured, you can't shoot. But most of them, it was money related most of the time.
I get.
Most of the time, maybe it's called downtime.
Yeah.
Like maybe when the actor and the director are fighting or something. Yeah, it's called downtime. But other than that, nah, it goes.
Do you think that people should be a bit more patient? I mean, actors, crew, when they're on sets, do you think that's an issue? Obviously. Or you think we just generally are?
No, you obviously have to be patient.
Yeah.
But there's only so much patience you can muster.
Yeah.
In some situation.
I get you.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's been times when you be on set and you can tell that you're just taking a piss.
I can.
So it's kind of hard to be patient in these kind of situations because now I feel like you're taking me, you're taking my time, you're taking this production for granted. Yeah. And you cannot be taking that for granted because I'm taking it very seriously.
I get you.
And you're supposed to be the quote unquote head.
Yeah.
Of the, so if you
I'm taking it seriously, how do you expect everybody else to react?
Yeah.
Or to respond?
Yeah. So that was one that gets to me.
Filmmaking is hard.
It's hard.
Why do you think filmmaking is this hard? I mean, it's one of the hardest jobs in the world.
It's the hardest job in the world. What?
Yeah.
It's life-threatening.
It's harder than finding a cure for cancer. Tongue in cheek.
I mean, there are people that are in the army dying. There are people, oil rig. What was that?
Those jobs are light work compared to making film. In front of and behind the camera.
Takes everything from you.
Yes,
but
everything.
I kind of feel like it does actually take everything from you. But not in comparison to those jobs. Definitely.
No, of course not.
But yeah, why is it hard?
Yeah.
I think because it needs to be. Because, I mean, anytime you watch a great film or a great show, the fact that it's a great film or a great show is because they made something great. And anything that is not anything, but most things that are great are usually difficult to produce.
True. They're like a million moving parts.
So it should be difficult.
It should be difficult. That is true. And you have a lot of creative people all vying to get their ideas heard. Yeah. Everything has to come together. Everything has to be in sync. Yeah. Everything has to work and mesh. It's not easy. I don't even look at just the different parts that have to work together just to make sure you have a film
that is great and is seen by everybody, you start to appreciate films that have gone on to actually be great films.
True.
But it still doesn't mean you won't abuse the films that have gone on to be crap.
Do you know, I'm very sympathetic to films that have gone on to be crap. Logically, I'm grounded. I try to be fair and I can be critical, but I do understand that just even making something
is hard.
Is something.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it might not be the best version of itself, but at least kudos for trying, and then we can begin to critique it. That's how I guess. I guess.
I just feel like there are too many filmmakers now for me not to just go for get it out. That film is crap.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anywho, talking about films, as always, what are you going to be watching this weekend?
What am I going to be watching this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. I already told you about Dark, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm just going to continue Dark. Okay, this it already sucked me in. I'm ready because I just wanted to watch a few episodes and maybe just some nostalgia and stuff. Yeah. And now I'm starting to realize that there's a lot I didn't see. You know that feeling that it's not as if you've not seen the film before, the show before, but it feels like you're watching a new show.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, and I can't read about it, that when you see a film or a show again and it feels new, it's not that the show is new, it's you that's new. Yeah, some things might have happened in your life over the past maybe few days, weeks, months, So it's not the same person watching it, it's not the same person that watched it before. So it's not that the show changed, you changed. So anytime I'm watching something again that I've not seen in a while and it feels new, it feels fresh, I'm having new feelings. I'm even sympathizing with a character that I hated before. Or now I hate a character that I liked before. I feel like, oh, something must have changed in me. And I feel this way.
You know, I want to say I've never thought about it like that before, but I have. It's just that it can happen over a huge period of time. But it can actually happen really quickly.
Short period. Yeah. It's relative actually.
That's true.
But that's when I noticed that because I watch films and shows a lot over and over again.
Yeah.
So when I was having that feeling, I'm like, look at life has happened to me quite a lot because I'm having these new feelings, new perspectives, new criticisms of different character choices and stuff like that. So I'm having a great time. So I'm sticking with Dark for the next week, man.
I'm going to be checking out this little indie drama that I heard about.
What's the name?
Yeah, it's called Lost Days. So I'm going to give it a watch and see what I think. I'm honest, you know. Maybe relive my lost days also, that kind of thing. Okay, so in
case you didn't pick up on that, The Lost Days happen to be a film that I'm in.
Yay! Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Directed by Vingonia, starring myself, Bimbo Manuel, Cynthia Clark, Duru Timi, Otagidi. Great actors all around.
Is it any good?
From I actually enjoyed it. In fact, let me just give them props.
Yeah.
That film, I know people say this a lot, so it carries little to no weight, but that film saved my life.
Oh, wow.
For real.
Wow.
It happened to come at a time where I was having some serious...
Say no more.
Yeah?
We could talk about this.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I forgot with it wrong. If you want the real gist of that gist, next episode. Maybe. One of the next episodes, bro.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. But before we go, Sha, as usual, give these guys, upcoming actors, upcoming directors... give them a little nugget of knowledge from stuff that you have.
Well, not stuff. You know, we've done a little bit. We've experienced a little bit. I'm not saying that I have all the experience in the world, but from what I know, just try to stay positive. When you go to auditions, prepare, have one or two monologues ready, read the sides, understand the characters' motivations in that sequence, and just give it your all. And remember, you're probably going to hear a million no's, but all you need is just one yes or a handful of yeses, and you just keep going, keep getting better, keep improving, and you never know. Maybe one day you'll be the biggest thing in Nollywood or in Africa or in the world.
Yeah, true.
Yes, no one can ever tell.
Very possible, to be honest.
Yes, it is possible. It's, hard, but who's to say what's what?
It's hard for me to follow that, bro. It's supposed to give like a little one so I can like piggy bank off of that.
Okay, just try.
You give like this big mountain now. I'm supposed to say, yo, Well, like he said, I don't like doing the like he said, man. It feels like I don't have any advice for y'all. If I was given advice as far as this audition is concerned, it helps if you have like let's say an audition group, not like WhatsApp group, but like just a group of like, not a clique. I don't want to call it a clique, but just a group of people that you kind of roll together. I got to admit, those times when you're just waiting to be called in, were super fun.
They were.
From the gist to just hanging out. So even when you're going, they will tell you, thank you for coming. Of course, that hurts. You're just going back to like a group of people that understand what you're going through and they can like help you feel better.
Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say
anything. Just they understand literally because they're going through the same thing. So have a group, a very cool, understanding, just a bunch. And if they're good actors, that helps obviously. But have a good group around you.
If they're good human beings, that helps.
You just have to take my advice at this point. You know what? I'm not doing the show. No, man. Finish the bloody show. I'm out, man.
Thank you,
man. You guys got to the end.
Please like, subscribe, and share. And remember to turn on your notifications.
So you don't miss our next videos because it's going to be dope. Save, guys.